not too detrimental, and IQ is seen a lot on Consulate just because of the fact that the Valk cams can be so prevalent. No Valkyrie being brought on defense whatsoever. Though, we hit the final 30 seconds of round number 1, and Dave looking to actively Bandit Trick. He will miss that exothermic charge and need to depart as the EE1D goes off, but does not reveal the Bandit. He frozen in place just by the white van. No real opportunity here for him to Bandit Trick a second time, as another exothermic charge will go off too. The push coming in as Bosco watches through that gaping doorway and softens up some of the wall, but Benji strikes, Redeemer goes down, and it's a rally from Obey, and that's 3 on the board for them. Though SpaceStation Gaming trying to catch up. Crazy can't get the plant down amidst the chaos, and despite the fact that Obey had taken such a big lead in man count, unable to plant a diffuser, and just simply SpaceStation Gaming holding on.
On the A balcony, he's in a great position as the X-Karos opens up the wall. The smoke is still alive. Chala gets a kill while he is flashed. Redeemer will also get Benji, but Bosco finally finishes off the smoke. So site control in hand of Obey, but they've lost 1 extra man to Space Stations. They do have plenty of time to execute, and they've also figured out that Trippin is roaming downstairs. So Gurmy gonna try and address this. Now this is very tense. This kill, whichever way it goes, could be the outcome of the round. And there it is, Trippin comes out on top. So now a 2 versus 4. Obey going to struggle here. Crazy trying to contest reception as he pushes his way down, spots that yokai drone and gets it eliminated. Bosco will get Thinking Nate, a double for Bosco. That's 3 in the round, and Dave goes down. So that's evened out now, and HP is actually in advantage of Obey. So they have site control, 20 seconds. They're gonna start their defuse plant. Can SpaceStation stop it? They don't have the yokai, and because of that, Redeemer's gonna try and spray, but he misses his shots. He will light up Crazy, but he can't get the kill. Trippin also going for a spray of his own. Redeemer gets Crazy, but it could be an ace here for Bosco. He's in the perfect position. All he needs to do is wait this round out and deny the flank. Trippin, the flank eliminated, denied, but Redeemer, what a headshot! Bosco will go down with 4 kills in the round, and Redeemer will clutch it out.
The culprit, I believe.
It's actually, I think, still...
Bomb located by attacker.
It's, I believe, still client side. Dave came so close to seeing Benji, but manages to get away with his life still intact. No! Benji holding an angle, and Dave just waiting him back into it. And Dave, just a 200 IQ play, and a grenade from Bosco as Chala will start the fragging for SSG. It'll be their first, but man storms in, takes out Chala, and this is just a story of SSG looking very, very lost. One thing that we can say, at least, that Obey will do, other than winning the round and give the attackers their first victory, is that they got that plant down much quicker, and they were able to do so quite successfully.
He's going to also try to deny this plant, as well as Trippin to back him up. But overall, nobody actually in the site. Now, EE1D is going to pop off, and Crazy's going to go into an attempted plant. Now, it's either the yokai or the C4 that's going to deny this. Hopefully one or the other. It doesn't seem like SpaceStation are aware of what's going on. What has just happened? A defuse plant amidst a complete hold from SpaceStation. My man will trade. Thinking Nate gets him back, though. And Obey have full control over the situation. Yokai will hit those players on the A balcony, but it doesn't seem like it's really gonna matter. SpaceStation have such a long road ahead of them in such a short amount of time, and I don't think they're that fast. Thinking Nate will get Benji with the C4. Trippin gets Crazy. Gurmy will respond onto Chala. It's back and forth here as we hit the last legs of this defuse plant. There is no defender hitting it right now. Bosco's still on the balcony, repelled, and it looks like we're gonna see a stick from Trippin, but the denial from Gurmy. Redeemer now the last one alive, and he drops not enough time to clutch another one, Redeemer. And we will see a successful assault onto that top floor by virtue of a complete and utter lack of vigilance from SpaceStation's defense.
Yeah, you've just made your job a lot harder for the attackers, but opening up some breathing room will be the man who Dave caught out inside of that executive lounge will be the Valkyrie off the board, and now using those concussive grenades from the lifeline, my man sending 2 of them sailing into B site to try and stop the push. Crazy eliminating Chala means that there's only 3 members left of SSG. That was the Hibana taking out Deletion. And yet another will go down as Trippin tries to get through the whole will, but Redeemer is there to catch my man. And now Trippin gets a kill on his own. Obey had started off a volley, but despite all of that, Gurmy hits a Legion Trap on his way out, but it's a bit of a victory as they're able to get that defuse down, and now Obey will have control from the skyline from above. Trippin gets a second kill onto Gurmy, and that'll leave just Bosco and Benji. Benji is sitting from above and does have a line of sight on anybody pushing in. He sees the mirror and will shred her. Trippin has no chance. Bosco's watching, and Vigil, you're up next on deck, and that'll be a trade just going to take out the Lion. Redeemer will need to start to defuse, and he is the safety. He's long-arming it. Benji will need to get inside of sight. It's 7 seconds. Can Redeemer get it in time? Benji rushing in, and a clutch from Benji as Obey will stick the landing, and at the last second, take the round away from SpaceStation Gaming, and that is going to be match point and series point for Obey Alliance. A numbers advantage with just under a minute left to play.
This angle play is not something you get to see very often in the current meta. A couple shots onto Dave's legs gonna force him to move, not expecting the angle from Crazy underneath of that armored truck. The rotation though from Jaeger gets caught out in the open by Crazy. What a shot from him. Chala also gonna eat a few bullets, and he's gonna come off of that garage. All the while, the push from Obey and from Server seemingly working in their favor as they dodge a C4. My man will get Trippin', so a man advantage in favor of Obey. And as the E1D pops off, you're gonna see 2 players on the defense detected, forcing that plant. What a shot from Thinking Nate. I thought that was a kill in Crazy's favor, but no. The reflex on that UMP from Thinking, seeing favor. And this could be a win in the retake if SpaceStation plays it right. They have control of above server, they have control in the site, and all they need to do is push properly. Shala gonna force top control of those server stairs, meaning there's 2 players on the attack playing on the bottom of the stairs with no cover at the top. Chala will get one of them. Benji inside of server. My man goes down, and Gurmy as well. What a retake from SpaceStation, 6-4 in their favor on Bank.
Are you serious? What we just witnessed with SpaceStation Gaming over the last 5 rounds rather. A couple grenades will go sailing in as drones spot defenders, and Chala is in for a run, showing, but Trippin cuts Bosco off as he pushes in, and now Dave adds to it with Benji down. Obey investing a lot in a second from Trippin as the slugfest continues. My man gets 2 from SpaceStation, meaning that it's all up to my man and Gurmy. Chala has next to no health, and Thinking Nate at only half, as now Obey needs to get their ducks in a row and push onto that site. They have some utility in both Gurmy and my man in that Buck and Hibana combo, but you've lost your Lion. And that is always a tough going when you only have such little time left. Redeemer eliminating my man means that the captain or IGL of Gurmy will have to wander into sight and maybe get a kill or 2, but it's Thinking Nate doing cleanup, and SpaceStation Gaming takes the lead for the first time.
Upstairs, and you can see Trippin looking for the angle, but not choosing to capitalize on it when he had his opportunity, going back for it and just in circles. Trippin not gonna get it. Redeemer will finish off Bosco. That was the player that was being stared at there by the Hibana, which means Obey is gonna have to start rotating back downstairs. Trippin catches that in the middle, and Dave gets Benji as he attempts to flank. Now it's all up to the mirror of Gurmy, and no, Trippin finishes things off. What an excellent attack there from SpaceStation. We see overtime on border.